I'll wait till lunchtime and make myself some egg salad. I don't know if I'm going that far, but I am going to show you how to use the Instant Pot today. This is the 6 quart Instant Pot right there. Use that to, I'm going to probably make 10 eggs, I think, and I'm going to make egg salad with probably 6 of those, maybe, which is 2 sandwiches, really. Honestly, it is. And the others just have for maybe my wife could take for lunch tomorrow. I don't know. One person, good morning to you. 5 new messages. Let me scroll up and catch up right away. I like that egg insert. That it is nice. Uh, if I had one thing to complain about, now let me lower down a bit, lower down here, and it's really a non-issue. It's probably just more of an OCD issue than anything else with me, and that is, let me grab a couple eggs here and stick in there, show you what I'm talking about. Okay, let me remove that top one first. Do this proper. So I'm going to stick 4 of them in there. Okay. Now, if I was filling this thing up, come on, get in there. Get in there. Bingo. Okay. If I was filling it up, okay, there would be 4 eggs directly above those, right there and right there. Right there. I think I wanted to space that a little differently. Let's see. And right there is where I wanted that one to be. Okay, that's more like it. And then it would be 2 in the middle. But what I don't like is they're stacked right over top of each other. There's plenty of room. I can pretty much get my finger through there. There's that much room. What I would really like to see is if that was offset, just a half a turn, just that much. Half a turn between all the eggs all the way around would have been kind of a cool thing. But yeah, it's a nice insert. It holds 18 eggs. Oh, excuse me, holds 18 eggs, and it does a terrific job. Now, let me explain. What we got here? 4 people. Good morning. So clever, Aiden. Hi, Aiden. Good morning to you. Um, it's a nice little device. It is. So I'm going to put the eggs around there, but I'm going to go over and do some. Let me just move this aside for now. It's probably the best way to do that. Okay, and this here is just to hold the egg thing. Let me bring myself up on my tablet here. If I pop up, I always like to think that I'm going to. Sometimes I haven't found myself. I got to be honest. There are times where I have not found my own program. There we go. Now I think I should be able to read comments. What if I let me go horizontal on that just to see what it looks like. That's much better. Now I can see it much better. I like it because it's so cute. It is cute. Here we go. So I'm going to bring you closer to the Instant Pot, I think. Let's try this. I got to look down on this. It's probably not. I can't get you any lower with this tripod. Uh, it's not going to work. But let me go ahead and hit some lights on here, and you might be able to make out pretty decent. Maybe if I go a little further away. See, this is where the zoom option would be really nice. Peter and Pablo, you asked about why would you want a front zoom feature. I'd rather be back here and zoom in than I would be up closer and have to look down. I don't know. I don't know which is better. Maybe here I can get. Whoops! I can get a little bit lower. Where am I? There I am. I'll do that, and you guys gonna. I know it's Haps has a very good picture quality. I like that. Uh, Probably more than anything else, I think their picture quality is far superior than where we broadcasted prior to this. But let me just kind of go over uh, the, not the button usage here, but there are a bunch of buttons to use. I almost always use pressure cook, almost always. That That gives me a. It's like saying you know your oven. You know your oven well. You know what 375 does. You know what 450 does. You know your oven. Um, with all this crazy stuff, I mean, there's warm and saute and slow cook and steam, beans and chili. I've made beans and chili many times in here, and never had to. I had to use a beans and chili button. So all this is just a bunch of BS. It really is just different timers. It'll yes, it will turn on the heater element, which is right. Oh, come on! I got you on a tripod. Let's take a little trip. Oh boy, I love when he goes places. He's so good with this thing. Look at this. Here we go. Here we were talking safeties last time that we were talking about this here. John, can you believe it? I've not yet cooked my eggs in the instant pot. Well, wait till you see how the shells fall off of these eggs. And I'm telling you, this that's the that's the money shot. It's really going to be good. So if you haven't used an instant pot before and you're scared to death of steam cookers or any brand steam cooker, okay, the first safety, very first safety, is this button right here. If this button here is not pushed in, and that's done by that pan, okay, that the bottom of that pan, okay, that takes and pushes down on this button here, and that energizes once the front's set up to saute or steam or whatever. This whole area here, around here, all that area, all the way around there, okay, that is heater plate. Alrighty, it gets extremely hot. Trust me, uh, but this is an on and off switch for that. If you pull out the pan, this heater plate turns off. As long as that's down and it's calling for it, the heater plate goes on, and it has three temperatures: low, medium, and high. That's number one safety. Just to give you an idea that I mean there are safeties there in place. It's gonna be a little cockeyed. Okay, hope that helped you, John. You believe okay? My eggs and this, but you're gonna love that part. And I'm gonna. It's gonna be a short video, but I just wanted to go over. I like to go over some of the safety features of this thing. I think it's important because people are still scared to death of steam cookers for some reason. I just don't get that because they're a great convenience. That to me in particular, I like to cook things in 2 hours. I mean, really, if you got it in a steam cooker, you got something in there 2 hours. You've really cooked it a long time. I'm talking about you want to super tenderize a stew beef, something like that. A 1 hour chicken gives you a 200-degree, moist, wet, just delicious chicken with incredible chicken stock now for something else. I mean, wow, that's that's pretty good stuff. It really is. So here we go. Here's the gasket. All right. Uh, the whole thing we're going to do, we're going to just take this lid. Now I showed you the safety features on here the other day. I don't think I actually had this piece in place, or I took it apart for some reason. This is about a 2 ounce weight. Okay, and it goes over top of this fitting, and all the math is done. All it's an engineered thing to pop at right at 15 pounds pressure or thereabout, whatever the manufacturer sets it at. Okay, so it's sitting on top flat like this already. This pin is up. See that pin? That pin is up and it's stopping your door of this lid from being accidentally opened up. Okay, as soon as the steam pressure climbs inside, this will start doing that. This will go up, lock in place. Now you cannot open up this lid and take it off. Okay, if anything happens that where the pressure continues to build, something fails, that heater plate doesn't turn off, this will pop up, and it doesn't do that, but it'll pop up, same as if I hit this button here. Okay, let me get there. Boom, it lifts it up, allows the steam out. Okay, it's a very fail-proof system. It's done quite easily. Here's a little thing that goes up and down. This is just a screen filter that comes right off. Okay, my hands are a little wet. I might not be able to get it off. Uh, yeah, I'm not going to get that off. I'm trying really hard. It's not coming off. It just pulls off, and it's just the other side of this. That's all that is. Okay. Alrighty. So the safety's down. The button is released. Right now, it's in the mode where it's going to charge the vessel. Next thing is just the gasket. The gasket's really, really important. The gasket itself, okay, very pliable. It's got a groove here where my thumbs are. Okay, it's got a groove that sits around a metal groove here. Okay, in other words, it gets tucked behind. Let's see if I can get this up here. And I know it's kind of basic 101 steam cooker, but a lot of people don't have them. I don't have an air fryer. I won't have an air fryer. I don't have the room and or need. I think it makes a ridiculously small amount of food for the size of the thing. Okay, that's just my opinion, but I think my opinion is pretty valid on that. Okay, this gasket is all the way around, all the way around. I'm going to try to follow my finger all the way around, and you can actually grab it, and you can see it rotating. See this little notch here? Follow that notch. You can see that that's moving. Okay, that tells you that your gasket is in the proper place. Okay, now you know that you're not going to have any steam leaks. We do have the same Instant Pot. Don't see many like ours out there. Many like ours. Yeah, it's this is the Ultra, is it? I can't remember. Yes, it's the Ultra. Uh, I like it. It's unnecessary uh, to have all these buttons. Typically speaking, for most people, and that includes me for sure. Okay, now that seal that I just put on there. Okay, this rubber gasket that's moving very nicely around this entire inner lid. Okay, I'll back it up. You can see it better. Alrighty, that's going to seal up against this surface. So that's the other thing you got to always make sure, especially if you pull out to let me get go airborne again here. Okay, especially if you've lifted the lid to check inside, make sure everything was good. Go back and always hit this with a paper towel or something. Make sure that's clear because that goes up against that lid gasket material right there, and that's your seal. If you don't have that, you don't have a seal. Okay, that's really really important to have that part right. So that's the parts of the Instant Pot. Most steam cookers are very very close, almost identical in how they put this together. So this pot going into here, which I'm doing now. This is we're cooking eggs, people. It's it's cooking eggs time. Okay, so the pot's in there. So now it is a functional vessel. It's got its main number one safety cutoff. This right there kills it as soon as that gets lifted. As soon as that goes down, even if it's empty. Okay, as soon as that goes down, because if it's empty, you want to saute. It's a decent sauteer. It's just not a lot of surface area. You look at this, and it's a 6 quart vessel. Okay, and it looks pretty big because it's I can't go too far back with it, but there it is. Okay, it's not a lot of surface area. If you're trying to braise beef cubes, let's just say beef cubes, and hi 41 people, thank you all for coming in. Make sure there's no text me, people. I answer some. I try to answer. I'm not very good at it. Anybody who's watched me before knows that I'm notorious. I have 2 devices here that I can watch the replies to, and it's I don't know. I'm just really bad at the replies. But we're going to do this right. So the pot's now in place. So what do we need? And almost every case with Instant Pot, and I assume others. I'm guessing now. Okay, they say 1 cup of water is what you need for steaming. Anything more than that, you're making soup. That's kind of a standard. Now here's an 8-ounce glass. It's a wine glass, actually. 8-ounce glass I just filled with water. Okay, so that's a cup. 8 ounces is a cup. Nobody going to argue that here today. Right there, that's in. Now I got to disassemble my egg thing. have to do that in order to put that in there without dropping them because I'm clumsy when it comes to some things. So there's the egg carousel. Let me get that down into the picture now. Okay, and already I'm going to remove these. Take that off, put them over there, just set them back down, just outside the picture probably. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this bottom tray. Okay, that's going to go right in. I could start the water up and start to heat the water right now. It's not going to hurt to do that. Okay, so I can just power it on. Uh, the default time is 5 minutes. I can just go ahead and it's going to start to put that burner plate on the bottom. Okay, so there's 5 eggs in there now. Here comes the second rack. Okay, second rack. Again, I'm going to take these off there just to put it in and make a little more sense of what I'm doing. Let's try that. I think I meant to do that last time. I didn't do it. Okay, they said a certain way. There it is. Just double check in. Yep. Okay, that's right. And then I'm going to put. Okay, I get 2 more. I'm going to do a total of 10 eggs. That's what's going in there. And so I like to say, talking about these units, whether you spend, if you can afford a more expensive unit, then and what you if you want the quality, then Pamper Chef has the quick cooker, I believe it's called. If you're restricted on a budget, if you look here, you can see a little scale with. You probably can't see that little scale, but there's a tiny line climbing, telling me that the heating element is ready to do its thing. Come on, where are you? There you are. I always mean to put a better mark on this thing. Okay, the lid's in place. The safety popper thing is released. Okay, I'm just going to take and set this now, and it says on. If you can see the on thing. Okay, it's in the pressure cook mode. Keep warm. I want to take it. I want to turn that off. But first, I want to set the. Whoops. Go back up there. Hit it. Set the cook time. Ready for this? 1 minute. I'll explain this. 1 minute is what the cook time we want. Okay. And hit on. Okay. So 10 eggs are in there. There we go. Hello. Hello, Hasneen. Hasneen. I hope I have that right. And Mary E. Hi, I see the gals just pack up their RP full tops with egg. It says, I see gals just pack. Yeah, absolutely. I understand. I get you now. That's 18. That can hold 18. That's pretty doggone good. Yeah, you want to stick a whole bunch in there, and if you're doing a massive amount of eggs, sure. Yeah, you can go. No, it's a pressure cooker, steam pressure cooker, and I've got it set now for just 1 minute. And you know it's going so a few stages right now. Little tiny bit, full cup of water, 8 ounces of water, is going to convert over to steam. Steam. I like that, and this is a fact that I was a steam boiler operator, licensed steam engineer for my career for 32 years. And one fact, and I brought this up yesterday, I haven't mentioned it in a while now, 2 days in a row, but 1 cup of steam, I'm sorry, 1 cup of water, 8 ounces, makes 1,600 cups of steam. 1,600 cups of steam come from 1 cup of water. Okay, so there's a lot going on in there too. The size of the safety, the overall shape of the dome, the inner lid, and things like that. It all and just the durability around the outside seals here. When that door locks into place, it's like a safe door being locked into place. It's really nice. So yeah, so I'm just taking. There's 10 eggs, 10 large eggs, inside there. 5 on 2 different rows, 2 different levels, 5 each. I'm cooking it for 1 minute, and then I'm leaving it. I'm turning it off, leaving it closed for 2 more minutes. Okay, that's the plan. Anything could happen, but that's the plan. I think it's going to go down pretty easily. Okay, I'm going to make some ice water here, and this is certainly a necessary step and well worth it. I mean, I'm going to peel all those eggs. All those eggs are going to get peeled in 2 minutes and be perfect looking. Now, the first one, I mean, it might take a little practice, but you're shrinking the egg and not necessarily shrinking the shell. So what happens is that the two separate from each other, and just putting them in ice and running it under hot water. Well, I'll take that back. Running it under cold water for the trickier ones. Pretty much you can just peel them right inside the bowl of cold, icy water. And it works really, really well. I'm trying to get a power cable connected up to my phone here. Forgive me. Okay, that should work. Bingo, we got power. Alrighty, so here's a tray full of ice cubes, old fashioned. I don't think they made them since the 40s. Yeah, I know. I know. Our ice maker took a dump. And we don't use a whole lot of ice. I make tea. I'm a tea drinker, not so much a coffee drinker. I like coffee. Coffee doesn't like me. Okay, let me go ahead and fill this with water. 1 tray is plenty for nutrient conscious people. Okay, let that get good and cold because we're going to do it right in front of you. It's going to be easy enough to do. Already. So that bottom plate that heats up is on high. Yes, it's on high. It says pressure high. Okay, so it's as hot as that plate gets, no matter what. It's the hottest that plate gets. And make sure I'm caught up. I'm caught up. There we go. So make steam goes up to close to 15-pound pressure. Here in the United States, we have low and high pressure standards for appliances to industrial boilers. I worked on industrial boilers 5, 6 stories high, that made up to 900-pound steam pressure continuously, 45,000 pounds of steam an hour. We made, a lot of steam, I made per hour, and a great, awesome career, terrific career. Did it for 32 years, working for the military, and then I did it prior to that for almost another 7 years in the trade of boilers. So it's been a good life. Okay, I set that for 1 minute. I'm waiting for it. It says on. On will change to 1 minute. You see the word on right there? That will change to 1 minute when it comes up to pressure. Now I can hear it. He's going to go show us that stupid button again. He loves that button. He's in love with that button. Okay, let me go show you a button here. Okay, so I was talking about the different safeties. I actually got to turn this around. I thought it was brighter in here. It's a gloomy day, really gloomy day. There we go. See that silver button? I knew it was coming. There's the button. Okay, you can hear it. Okay, steam is being made. That water's turning into steam inside that pressure cooker. That steam pressure is starting to lift that button. When that button gets to about 8 or 9 pounds pressure, it takes and lifts up and stays lifted, and that seals the door from being opened or closed. Right now, I can open and close the lid. As soon as that button comes up, you can't do it. Okay, let me hold it still. Okay, it's going to come up. It's going to seat all by itself. And once it does, then the pressure climbs up to the high pressure setting that you chose. I chose high pressure. Okay, it's going to go up and it's going to maintain that pressure by turning that metal heat plate on and off. It'll maintain that pressure and cook it for the amount of time I want, which is just 1 minute. Okay, come on. Lift up. Lift up. There it goes. Boom. All right, now look. Can't for nothing. Cannot turn this lid and accidentally open that up. Okay, so that's an incredibly good safety. It's the lid safety, and it's pretty miraculous. Now it still says on. Now it shouldn't take long for on to turn to 1 minute. Okay, it'll count down and it'll beep. Okay, and it'll tell us that it's going into what I'm going to call what's called is the natural pressure release. Okay, in other words, we're not going to release the steam valve, not going to push that button, let the steam out. We're going to wait 2 full minutes, then release it, take the lid off. By then, it'll pretty much be settled down. But take the lid off and immediately get the eggs into the icy water. Now, you don't have ice cubes, that's fine. A sink full of water, with enough water is plenty. They'll peel just as pretty in the sink as they will a bowl full of ice. I just put that there because it looked kind of cool. Oh, I need a tray though. I need a tray to put the. I don't want to put them in a tray because they're going to be peeled. We'll put them in a different bowl like the one I got there. I got two bowls like that. Okay. Okay, now see, it says now 1 minute. It's now cooking for 1 minute. It's pressurized in a high pressure mode. Okay. Now, as soon as that beeps, I'm going to tell my smart device to count down 2 minutes. Can you feel the tension? Oh no, low battery. No, I forgot to put the cable back in. Okay, cable's going back in. There we go, we're docked again. Okay, computer, 2 minutes.
2 minutes, starting now.
Okay, 2 minute timer's now going. Okay, this I just want to kill.
Second timer, 2 minutes, starting now.
Okay, that's gonna, that screen will die off. Okay, um, or as Tracy would do, I pull the plug and wait. But anyway, my smart device back here, which I thought was louder than it is. Let's see. Let me turn it up some. There we go. So it's gonna beep after 2 minutes time from when I set it. Okay, there we go. Just said off now. So this is the natural release part. We're letting the steam pressure just dissipate inside the vessel because the heat has gone away. That causes the water to shrink back down. You don't think about it, but the water climbs inside there. That cup might become an extra half inch or more tall inside that pressure cooker once it gets going. Water's going to swell as pressure goes up. And that's just one of those the thermodynamic rules of ours. So waiting for 2 minutes. Going to get them out. Going to get them all out really quick, so they don't sit in there. I could probably just pull the pan out. Would be the easiest way. Let me do that. I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. I'll just push this back. That. Okay. About 28 seconds left. He's getting really anal. I don't like that. Oh, how is everybody? We got 69 that came through. I don't know. It takes time. Within 10 seconds, though, we're going to start peeling eggs. Oh, this gets so good. Oh, best part of the show. Best part of the show. Here we go. Computer, stop. Computer, stop. Okay, now hit the steam release button. Computer, stop. Bad computer. Oh, better than to have it blow up on your face. Yeah, that door safety still won't let me take the lid off. That will fall down pretty soon. It's still staying up. That's until that opens. That's why you have the 2 minute time, the 1 minute cook time, and the 2 minute rest time in there. Plus, you add another half a minute because that's about ready to drop. You hear a click. That's that metal pin that holds the door shut. Take hold of the door. It's a lid. You hear it. Here it comes. And that's it. Now it'll open up. Okay. Main thing I want to do is get that pot out of the where the heater bar is. Okay, I think I can do that with just one pot holder. Let's just see how that works out. Okay, go. Alrighty. That's the main thing. Because remember, that's a heater bar down there. That thing is still, let's see, get my thermometer out. That's still 276 degrees. I got 219 toward the edge. Okay. I always keep this for checking oil temperature when I'm cooking, oven temperature. You can't tell how well done a steak is. You can only measure the surface of a steak. Um, let's see. Yeah. All the safety stuff. Just back to that for a second. Is so cool. Now let me just start plunging these. These are hot. I might want to use tongs. There we go. Oh, I got the barbecue one at the house. Cool. Okay. Well, that's squished. I didn't realize how much torque these things have. Okay. Get this one out. Get the next 5 in there. That one there spewed a little. Come on. Okay, everybody's in the pool. Showing that ice, are we? Got everybody in the pool. Just let it go for a minute or so. And then we'll see how well we did. Well, again, you should always break an egg apart. This is what I'm aiming for. Aiming for the slightest bit of wetness in the yolk. The slightest bit of wetness in the yolk. That's what I really want to go for. Okay, I got one here that started to blow its shell. Let's just see if I can get in the picture good. Okay, just got to get through the membrane. Look at this. Look. Look. How you like me now? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that beautiful thing. Yeah, it blew apart in the cooking process. But look at that yolk. That yolk, there's no green about that yolk. Uh, it's a perfect hard boiled egg. I mean, I like them a little softer than that. I would have probably cut that down to a 1 minute 1 minute time to get it just a little more yellow. But there's nothing green about that. That's really a nice looking egg. Okay, I'm going to put some salt on that, and the egg's going to magically disappear. Oh, it's good. Good. Mm. Okay, you got a short time. I think I'm going to keep my mess down here. You got a short time for this whole peeling thing. Okay, again, I'm going to stay away. Do this. And come on. There we go. There it is. Number two. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh God. You got some spare change to throw at this beggar? Uh, give me 15 cents. I'll love you forever. Oh God. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Where's the membrane? You got to break that little membrane to really get underneath there. If you have problems separating them, okay, just get some water underneath the shell. Just by, there we go. Okay, it didn't take much. Number three. Number three. Oh my God. Nice is right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking at any ones that already have a broken shell because sometimes eggs do blow apart inside a steam cooker. Look at this one. Oh, new record. There it is. The new record. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, I'm not rushing about it. I'm not banging. I'm not overly banging the shells, and I'm not underly banging the shells, if that's a word. Uh, and again, if you need to, just soak in water just a tiny bit, and then boom, all of a sudden the shell just falls right off of them. Come on, come on, be cooperative. Water, water. There it goes. I had problems just grabbing this one little piece of that. Number four. Number four. Whoops. Hold it up there. Number four. Oh, trust me, I've destroyed eggs. Oh my God, what have I done to eggs? Poor thing sacrificed itself for me, and then I sit there and most of the shell is still attached to the egg, and you know what I get is pretty much a yolk. All the white's gone. Oh, I did take a piece of flesh off there. Uh-oh, that was me. That wasn't the egg. Oh, maybe it was. Yeah, I think it was me. I blew that one. Somebody's gonna have to eat that. I know that'll come right out of that shell, though. I'm just curious if how easy that would have come out. Yeah, it's coming out super easy. So I definitely tore that. No doubt about that. I'm gonna tap it a whole bunch. I just want to see what difference I get with the multi tapping like that. We have any more comments? No more comments. That's okay. I was gonna make move this stuff aside and make a pot full of tea with our Breville. I like Breville, but tea maker, which is it's a cool machine. It's an expensive machine. My God, I couldn't believe there's another beauty. I'll take that. I mean, these are going to egg salad. It's you know, I can see if I was doing deviled eggs, then I could really play this. But you don't want to waste them either, And if it's attached to the shell, you're wasting the egg. Uh, you, you like them to come out nice. I think I don't know anything you want that you do. You don't want it to look like crap before you start. Yeah, it all tastes the same. It all goes the same place. There's another pretty one. Okay, piece of shell on that. That makes six of them. Here's seven. And like I say, you got to do this within a half hour to get them to peel this easily. Okay, if you wait longer than that, then they start to reattach themselves together again. Okay, that was all one piece. That came off nice. All one, all one piecer. Came off real well. Okay, so that's 1 minute in a steam cooker. 1 minute on high pressure steam. 1 minute. Then leave the top sealed for 2 more minutes, and then release the pressure. And Get them into ice water right away. Then peel them within a half hour. Okay, this here I'm just having trouble breaking that little bit of barrier. There we go. Like I say, have the ice water really helps to get the water underneath the shell. And until you do that, sometimes you cannot move that baby. Okay, that's the end of the eggs. And here's our here's what we netted from that. Pretty good deal. There are two, four, six, eight of them. So I have the two here that I broke up a little bit, and I take blame for. I guess I should blame for both when I think about it because I mean I can't help this one. Probably had a blowout, but I think I tore that one. And the other one, I just ate most of it because I was hungry and wanted to see how that yolk came out. But I think it really came out beautiful. It's very tender and very moist. There's definitely nothing green about that going on. Whoops, all over the stove it goes. Hang on, egg shot. Mm, 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 mm. Well, so let me see here. Here's some. Good morning, guys. You may not know me. I just realized who I didn't think he looked like that. Yeah. So good morning. You grab when you need to cook. Grab when. Oh, I can't find fresh eggs when I use them. I didn't have to refrigerate. Just put on a counter. And grab when needed to cook. I tend to remember that too. With when I was small and Grandma was still around. My mom was a young 20-something-year-old woman. Um, kind of remember she owned my grandma owned a diner though. I mean that was a big difference because she would go through hundreds and hundreds of eggs a day. So and they were left out, but they were left out in big stacks of. I don't know if they were all 12 flat 12 count each or what they were back then. Again, remember if they had a larger scale. Like today, 18 is more of a standard for eggs than 12 is. Uh, Shipping it saves somewhere probably 20%, something like that, in the overall cost of shipping. People's going to buy 18 eggs if they buy a dozen, so that's why they do that. And so I got these. They look great. They look great. That's how eggs are supposed to look. I don't want to put the camera down. I don't even know why I got the eggs up. There we go. There's the eggs. They came out really decent. And it's kind of a shame to use the really pretty ones like that for egg salad, but I wanted egg salad is what I wanted. So that's my show, and I will be back maybe for dinner. I'm not sure what we're going to have for dinner yet. Um, but thank the 90 of you for coming in here. If you watched for 10 minutes, please follow. I should have said that earlier. No one's here now, right? Peace, people. Thank you so much for coming in, and I'll catch you next time.